Good day.
Where the hell did a common soldier get so much money? Something stinks here.
My humble respects.
Excellent. You made a...
You're a Cuman, aren't you? Where'd you learn our language so well?
I used to accompany merchants who rode from here up north to Germany. I earned some good money and picked up a lot of it along the way.
And why'd you stop?
Those merchants sold goods they came by, well, dishonestly. And they got found out eventually, but I got lucky in the end. I'm good with a bow, so they gave me a choice. The gallows or the army. It wasn't a hard choice.
Can you explain to me the archery?
It's simple. I give arrows or bow. If you hit the outside ring, you get one. If you miss, or but if you manage to shoot off all, we've got 3 the more experience.
What do you have?
I hope you find what you're looking for.
I'd...
What's it?
I think.
All right, of course.
Well,
Fine.
hang on. Yeah.
Wait. Everybody form a straight line. Let them fly.
Shooting like Apollo himself today. Smack bang in the middle. Shot. Smack bang in the middle. Right in the bullseye. What a shot! Ah. Shot! Smack bang in the middle. Who can down a bird on the wing? Who's the only Popinjay king? Who can take down a thrush or a sparrow with the fastest well-aimed arrow? Fucking me, yeah! Quick! Whoa! Whoa! Stop, man! I've been attacked! Ah!
You're out of luck.
Quick! Quick!
Whoa! Whoa!
Go!
This way's no good. I'll have to go around.
Sit and stay.
What? What the fuck are you doing here? Get lost, if you value your life.
Calm down. I just want to talk.
Kick your ass out. Fuck you over like everyone else. What? That box. What do you want then?
I've only come for one document. That's all I want from you.
What fucking document? Hold on. You mean that parchment we were taking to Sedlets? Dopradelle. A fella hopes to get his hands on something worth running off for, but all that's in that fucking chest is useless shit and some stupid fucking parchment. Hey, how come you know about it?
Cat sent me here for it. He wanted me to find you and bring it back.
Cut? That old wineskin ain't given up yet. We thought he'd see sense and leave us be, when none of the fools he sent after us came back.
What happened to the people Cat sent after you?
What do you think? A few of them probably did a runner. Some are still looking for us, and the ones that found us... See that stream there? That's what carried away what was left of them.
Why did you quit the army, anyway? Reckon that's a bit risky.
Unlike battling all the time, you mean? We were just fed up with it. Sleeping in a shitty tent, never getting a proper meal, and on top of that, all the slaughtering.
What do you plan to do? You can't hide forever.
We'll take everything worth anything. Hunt for something to eat and take to the hills. Every man for himself. With a bit of luck, they'll forget about us in a month or two and we'll be able to go back to Prague.
There's no point dragging this out, is there? Just give me the charter and I'll be on my way.
And you'll leave us be?
Go wherever you like. I just need the parchment.
All right. It's up in the loft, in the painted chest. You can take it. There's a ladder in the chamber. And you never saw us, right? Well, God be with you. If you're going to the camp, watch out for Crow. He's dodgy, he is. Why did I ever set foot out of Prague? Leave me be. The chest's in the loft.
Take the charter and get lost.
Legs.
Tell Catch to go fuck himself. It's about time we got out of here.
Leave me be. The chest's in the loft.
I've no intention of getting myself killed.
Leave me be. The chest's in the loft.
There's no point going anywhere. Nobody knows that.
Quick!
Whoa! Whoa! Come here!
Attack! Come and help us!
I'm coming to help. Come to take us out, have you? Not tonight.
No, you don't!
I've been waiting for you. You've got a lot to learn.
I'm all yours! Too slow!
You won't get away with that, bastard.
I'm just getting warmed up, you shit. Hey? Fuck that!
I've been waiting for you.
Mercy, leave me be. Let me live!
Run!
Thank God.
Everyone get over here! We've got an so you won't leave. As you wish, you moron! We're under attack! I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker! I've been waiting for you! Bad luck! Fuck you! Too slow! Take that! Fuck you! You won't get me! Enough! I give up!
Here you go. Take it. What are you looking for?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Ah, don't be like that. Perhaps I can help you. What's up?
I'll tell you, but pray keep it to yourself, will you?
Of course.
I'm looking for treasure. I have a map to it, but I'm not sure I'm going the right way.
Well, let me see it. Perhaps I can help you.
So you can commit it to memory and double-cross me? Over my dead body.
Do I look like a thief to you? You'd be hard-pressed to find a more honest person than me. I'm just trying to help.
Well, all right.
Yes. Don't worry.
Here you go. Give it to me.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but, you've been deceived.
What?
This is no map. I've seen a fair few in my time, and...
What? But how can you tell?
Well, I thought it was odd just from the... And the lines...
Fuck!
You may.
God! Quick!
Whoa! Whoa!
You silly doggy. Church is rotten. Hear what Master Jan Husakar priests wallow in gold, while their falsehoods and indulgences condemn all Christendom to eternal torture.
Right?
Taking on a new fella. The fucking cat's been
I'm sorry.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
God be with you.
You really won't have anything to drink?
You know it is forbidden for me.
What bodyguard would care if someone has a drink?
The kind who cares about people's health.
I've come about that charter you're looking for.
Have you got it?
Yes.
By Christ, Henry. All them men couldn't find it, and you just come strolling in. And the soldiers who were taking it to Sedlitz? Did you find them as well?
Aye. But they weren't planning to go to Sedlitz. They deserted, and were hiding out in the sawmill near Lahota.
Horsons. Where are they now? What did you do with them?
Well, they're still at the sawmill, as far as I know. I managed to sneak in among them, but I didn't feel up to taking them on.
Doesn't matter. We'll send a cavalry troop after them. We'll tie the bastards behind the horses and drag them here, so everyone sees what happens when you try to get one over us. My Christ, Henry, you've made my day. That's your mission accomplished, then. You're one of us from now on, Henry. Here, take our Waffen Rock and wear it with pride. And you know what? I think you should get paid right now.
So we can move out from the camp at last?
First things first. You know the first thing every real soldier does when he gets paid? He gets shit drunk! Musa, did you hear that? Henry found that damn document for us.
And what about the deserters?
I'll take care of them, don't you worry.
And what now? Will you head out for Sedlets?
The sooner the better. Don't tell me you'll miss me.
It is just that you have not finished telling me the story of George and the dragon.
Really? All right, but telling a story like that needs a proper drink first. You too, Henry. Drink.
As you command, sir. To the Praggers.
Long live the Praggers. At last, I don't have to drink alone. Moose is not much of a drinking companion, see?
Alcohol and gambling may have their uses, but they are also sinful. And much more sinful than beneficial. I mean, look at yourself. A man should have 4 humors in his body. But you have replaced them all with alcohol.
You're no saint yourself. I've heard from the bathhouse wenches how you can't take your eyes off them.
Every creature is beautiful and noble. For Allah created them thus. I'm just admiring his work.
You've got a way with words, I'll give you that. All the more reason I don't understand why you don't drink and play dice.
I simply do not want to.
But I fucking do. So come on, Henry. You'll play with me at least.
Nah, why not? Let's have a game.
That's the spirit. You're a man after my own heart.
Careful, friend. Winning money off the captain is never a good idea.
I'm really surprised you challenged me. I don't like to lose. If I was you, I'd take it. What can you do? Damn it. They're yours, lad. Let it be now. I want to play too, you know? Great!
I won! That's the way it's fucking done.
Ah, damn it. I almost had you. Oh well, you were better, sir. That's all there is to it.
Come now, don't start blubbing. You'll get me back next time, won't you? And now for a drink. And so St. George hops on his white steed, and he rides to the lake, where he sees a huge mountain with a cave at the bottom. Stench of sulfur, it's wafting from it. And so he shouts at the top of his lungs into the cave and says, "Come out, dragon! I challenge you to a fight!" And so, all of a sudden, the mountain moves, and massive dragon looks down at George and says, "Sir Knight, I accept your challenge, but why the fuck are you shouting up my arse?" I love that, sir. Up his arse.
Sir, you have to come with me quickly. The surgeon too.
Can't you see we're in the middle of serious debate?
No, please, come quickly, before it's too late.
What's going on?
This is Chatan. He leads the Cumans.
He has been stabbed. Tudo bene. Kitchen alto est.
Who did it?
We will not get anything out of him in this state. We must get him to the infirmary before he bleeds to death.
Someone, please explain to me what the fuck is going on here.
They said they just found him like this.
These two, they were on guard in the tower, and out of the blue they heard a scream.
When his men find out about this, we'll be lucky to not end up in the same position as him.
We've got to move him quickly. He's in plain sight here.
Quick, before it's too late.
I'll help you with him.
You two, go to the gate. Don't let anyone in. You got it? What are your orders, Lord of Burmlaka?
What do you think? Catch the bastard who did it!
Well, that never would have occurred to me. We're lucky to have you here.
Don't make me mad. If your men had done their sentry duty properly, we could have spared ourselves this fuck-up.
I'll deal with Aldebert and Radovan, don't you worry. But now we have to do something.
All right. You search this place, and I'll go to see Chertan in the infirmary.
Right now? What good can you do there? Be better if you help me here.
Do what I said and don't concern yourself with me. I'll go where I want, when I want.
Fine. Go to hell for all I care. So, Henry, Chertan's at death's door. Musa is up to his elbows in his guts. Grosov won't do a fucking thing. And I'm pissed out of my head. I'd like to hear any suggestions.
Well, the most important thing is to keep this hushed up. Things will really go to shit if anyone finds out.
It's true. Doesn't take much to get that Cuman rabble's blood up. I don't want to end up in a goulash. We're gonna have to sort this out. Being a commander here is a right pain in the arse. Soldiering was different in my day. Nobody would have dared stab an officer right in the camp. Kurva! You know what, soldier? I'm gonna go and take care of something in my tent for a while. And you take a torch and search this place.
What am I supposed to be looking for?
I don't know. Anything. Have a look around. Check Chertan's tent. It's the one next to the stables. Maybe you'll find some clues. Maybe you'll find the murderer himself if he's a total idiot. Fucking and drinking until they're all slaughtered.
Couldn't we just forget about what's going on here and leave for Sedlets now? Grozav's in charge here. Let him deal with it. What's more, It might not be safe for you here. What if you end up like Chertan?
What the fuck do you take me for? I'm not some chick. And can you imagine what King Sigismund would think if he found out? No chance. We're not moving from...
Where else should I look?
How should I? Above all, have you been by... And take a look... Oh.
And lo and behold, where might this trail of blood lead to?
God be with you. Keep the peace and we'll stay friends.
Cheers. Was it you who found Chertan?
Aye. Me and my comrade there.
I need to ask you a couple of questions.
I don't know nothing. We didn't do nothing.
What did you do when you found Chertan?
It all happened so fast. Before we could come to our senses and decide what to do, Crow turned up.
Crow?
Aye. He heard the racket and came to see what was going on. And I'll tell you, when he saw Chertan, he went as pale as a ghost. But he snapped out of it quick and told us to wait for him to go and get cats. If it wasn't for him, Chertan would have bled to death there.
You really didn't see anything? You're standing there on the tower and you don't hear a man getting murdered? That's a bit odd, isn't it?
Are you deaf? I told you we didn't notice nothing.
No, I believe you. But that only tells me you weren't taking your guard duty as seriously as you claim you were.
Well, it's possible.
What's possible?
It's possible we dozed off for a while.
Oh, Christ. I knew it. You two were asleep up there.
No, we might have just shut one eye for a moment, but we wasn't sleeping. We'd have noticed if anything happened there. But before Chertan started yelling, it was all peace and quiet.
How did you find Chertan?
I don't remember too well. I remember we heard someone yelling. So we ran down to the ammunition store, and there he was on the ground.
As far as I know, there were two of you on guard duty on the tower. What's the other soldier like?
Him? God's teeth. He's the most annoying bloke I've ever met.
Anyone can be a bit of a twat sometimes.
But he out-twats them all. He never stops banging on about the most run-of-the-mill I try to tell him I'm not fucking interested. Between you and me, it's quite a relief that this business...
I'm surprised you're still standing. You must have drunk an entire cask.
Ah, you're right, my friend. I drank all I could drink. I'm still thirsty. How did you find Chertan, actually?
We heard yelling, so we went to take a look. I don't miss nothing. And there was Chertan, crawling in pool of the blood and...
There were two of you on guard duty, yeah? What's the other soldier like?
Him? He's a good pal of mine. The best in the whole camp. Always happy to listen to what I have to say, and that's plenty, believe me. The things I've seen since we left Prague. I'd never have dreamt of some of the things I've seen in this world.
So this is where Chertan lives. That's one serious lock. There must be something important inside. So Grozov owes Chertan money. Sakra! Right. I've searched the whole place.
Did you find anything?
I found out a lot of things. But you know what's even more important? I found a document in Chertan's tent that says Grozov owes him a lot of money.
First of all, you can read? I didn't expect that. Second, and more importantly, don't tell anyone, all right? Grozov might think we suspect him of something, and we certainly don't. Not until we find more evidence, at least. Let's hope Chertan can tell us something. Come on, let's go and see if Moose is done with him yet.
Where the fuck have you been all this time? While you lot have been playing with cocks up there, Chertan croaked.
What? Musa couldn't save him?
That fucking sawbone of yours finished him off, more like. He took one of his pagan potions and poured it down his throat.
What the hell are you talking about?
That's what I'd like to know. Can someone explain what the fuck happened here?
Chertan's dead. Not from his wounds. He was poisoned. So Grozov is right about that. But he could not be more wrong about the rest.
How dare you, you foreign dog!
Calm down, sir. Go on, Musa.
When Chertan was brought here, he was bleeding heavily, and his wounds needed stitching. But he survived. Then I gave him some wine to prepare him for treatment. That is the usual procedure. But what was not usual was that he started vomiting blood. And then he died.
I'd bet it was the wine that killed him. There's lots of poisons you could add to it, and nobody would notice. Well, until it's too late, of course.
You are probably right, my friend.
How come you even have wine here? You keep saying you're not allowed to drink.
As I said, I give it to wounded men to ease their pain and for certain complaints. At the right dose, it can be very beneficial. It is not all that common in my country, but I follow the teachings of the great scholar Ibn Sina. You Christians know him as Avicenna. I tried other alcohol as well, but drinking mead makes my patients worse. And if I give them beer, they almost always shit themselves.
That's enough! Keep an eye on this fiend till I bring the guards.
Wait, sir. I have no idea what happened here, but Musa is definitely innocent. Chertan was stabbed first, wasn't he? And Musa was with me in my tent when that happened.
So, he's in league with someone else?
With one of the half-wits here? I doubt that.
Are you sure you're not trying to cover for him?
I beg your pardon.
Don't try that on me. I know very well you and that foreigner are best pals.
I will happily take an oath. I may not be a nobleman like you, but that doesn't mean I don't have my honor.
There's no way Musa is to blame. Even if he wanted to kill Chertan, he must have known that suspicion would fall on him first.
The lad's right.
Might I say a word about this matter?
You can be glad you're not in irons.
Please, sir. Give me some time, and I will bring to you the real murderer. We won't leave this place until we clear this up. You have my word.
What? But sir, you said we were going to move out first thing in the morning.
Things have changed a bit since then, or haven't you noticed? Not even a handcart carrying dung will leave the camp till I give the order.
So I'm supposed to let a murderer go and put up with you in my camp meanwhile. Are you yanking my pizzle?
But sir...
Silence! Musa will remain under guard in his tent. He will not speak to anyone until the royal justiciar arrives from Sedlets. He'll deal with him. And my advice to you two is to sit on your asses and twiddle your thumbs. If word gets out that Chertan's been done in, things will get pretty hot around here for all of us.
Where do you think you're going, Henry? Stay here and talk. What do you say to all this?
Well, sir, I may not understand what all this is about, but I think we should help Musa somehow.
I'm glad we see eye to eye on this.
What are we going to do then?
That's what I'd like to know. We have to find the real murderer as quickly as possible. But what do I know about that? I'm not the royal justiciar.
What is this royal justiciar?
He's a crown official who makes sure the law's enforced in this land. His people catch and try all sorts of counterfeiters, rebels, aye, murderers too. Sigismund may not have appointed one yet, but I've heard he's put Steber of Steversitz in charge of this kind of thing. And if that's true, and Gorzov brings him here, we're all in the shit.
Who is this Stibor of Stebersitz?
A real big cheese, lad. He owns half of Upper Hungary. And you don't get that kind of wealth by being kind-hearted. Trust me.
You really don't have any idea what to do next?
How could I? We should probably talk to Musa. Find out exactly what happened.
But Grozov has him under guard.
And there's no way I can get to him. Everyone knows my face. But you could do it.
Me?
Who else, soldier? I need help. Someone I can trust. And you spent the whole evening with me. You have to get rid of the guard somehow.
All right. How much time do we have? To find the murderer, I mean.
I'm not sure. Grozov will most likely write a report to Sigismund. Then he has to decide what to do next. I'd say we have 2 days or so.
All right. I'll try to distract the guards somehow.
Good idea. Grozov's men are all blockheads. It'll be easy as... And Henry, be careful.
That bastard. We're stuck here because of him. I hope Musa will know what to do. That bastard. We're stuck here because of him. I hope Musa will know what to do.
What are you doing with that weapon? Slide it back under your belt. You see? It didn't even hurt. Now, you can leave that weapon where it belongs. Stop, you bastard! Nobody's allowed in here.
But I'm Musa's assistant, and I need his advice. We've got lots of sick men.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, but nobody's allowed to see Musa.
Huh. What are you doing here?
That's what I'd like to know. They just came and said I should guard the physician and not let him out of my sight. Even if he wants a piss, I have to go with him. You wouldn't happen to know what's going on, would you?
I heard someone was threatening Musa. They're afraid someone might come and cut his throat. So they thought it best to have him under guard. But you didn't hear it from me. Got that?
Mother of God! Why do I have to be the one to guard him? Am I supposed to get my throat cut for him?
Look, why don't you go for a walk or something? Who knows what's happening with Musa? You don't want to get mixed up in anything dangerous.
And leave him unguarded? Do you know what Grozov would do if he found out? Oh. I'll take my chances here, thanks.
Henry? What are you doing here? Grozov said...
Now, to hell with Grozov. Katz believes you didn't do it. We have to clear your name somehow.
I truly appreciate that. But I am not sure that is possible. Tinja sireye, mene mene sireye.
What?
It is a proverb from my country. It means the road to truth. has many twists and turns.
Well, we'll straighten them all out, don't worry. But I'm gonna need your help. What happened when you brought Chertan to the infirmary?
I already told you everything. We laid him on the table. Crow went his own way and I started cleaning Chertan's wounds. Then I gave him some wine to drink. And he suddenly began to shake and vomit blood soon after. He was dead.
And what happened next?
Then the noble lord of Borumlaka arrived and started to go mad.
Did Chertan say anything before he died?
He tried to, but my Hungarian is not as good as I thought. He was coughing so much that I could not understand anything.
What about that wine? Could I take a look at it?
Lord Grozav poured it away in anger before you arrived, so that I could not poison anyone else, he said.
He poured it away? When it could have helped us? The wine was evidence.
Evidence that here in Bohemia you will drink, even vinegar. It smelt and looked the same, as always. Except perhaps it was a little more cloudy.
Where was the wine from, actually?
A bathhouse maid brought it to me along with my clean laundry. A very pretty girl. Black hair, nicely built. Catherine, I think she's called.
Catherine? Are you sure?
Absolutely. But I doubt that she was mixed up in this. Chertan was not the first person I gave the wine to today. The wine must have been poisoned here, in my infirmary.
All right. But what now? How will we find the murderer?
I have done some thinking about that. After all, what else can I do here? The best thing would be to investigate the poison. Every poison has different effects. One makes your hair fall out. Another turns your guts inside out. If we discover what poison was used on Chertan, we just have to find it, and the mystery is solved.
How can we identify the poison, then?
That is not hard. I examine the dead body, I find the symptoms of the poison, and I compare them with known effects of poisons. That is, I would, if I could get out of here.
And could I help you somehow? Can't be that hard, can it?
Certainly not. Why study something for years when common sense is enough? I'm sorry. That was not courteous of me. I am sure you will manage somehow. The first thing to do is to go to Chertan's corpse and examine it thoroughly. Arms, legs, face. You must remember everything that looks strange to you. In the infirmary, you'll find a chest. Take from it my almanac of poisons and compare what you saw with the symptoms described there. You can read, I hope.
Aye, pretty well.
Excellent. The chest is locked, but I trust you will manage somehow.
You have a whole book just about poisons? Where did you get it?
I bought it on my way here, in Moravia. I have not yet had time to study it properly, but please, do not mention it to anyone. It would not look good for someone in my situation to have such a book. You surely understand.
Right. Examine Chertan's body and read the book. Who do you think killed Chertan?
I have no idea. But what I do know is that we will not get anywhere if we suspect everyone in the camp. Who do you think is the prime suspect at this moment?
I heard Sir Grozav couldn't stand Chertan.
I have heard the same. And did you notice how quickly he accused me?
Well, what do you think?
I think it must be someone from here. A stranger would have been noticed. What is more, most people are not allowed up to the powder store. And I would bet that it was one of us who was there at the time. And because it cannot be you, me, or Katz, that leaves Grozav, Stephen, and the two guards. Someone should question them all. Maybe their statements will give something away.
Well, I don't have much time, but I'll try to talk to them.
I am very grateful.
What if we forgot about finding the murder? You'd be long gone before Grossack found out.
Thank you for the offer. But look at me. My appearance is a little conspicuous. There is nowhere for me to hide in this country. And even if I did get away by some miracle, they would punish you and cats instead of me. I cannot allow that.
You again? Once more.
All right, keep your hair on.
Move your...
Greetings.
Good to see you, friend.
Hey, I have an idea.
Good
That... Now you're gonna die! Don't try that on me!
I give up!
You still
Mercy.
resisting?
I surrender!
Take that, you
Mercy.
shit! The
I surrender.
executioner sharpening his axe for you. No!
I surrender!
No surrender!
Enough!
Fuck you! You'll get such a blow that you'll wake up on the pillory.
All right. Here we go. Holy Mary, Mother of God, don't let me miss anything. And forgive me for what I'm doing to this unfortunate wretch. He looks a bit ruddy. But is that from the poison? Or was he just drunk? I can't see anything strange here. No bruises or broken lips. I suppose the murderer surprised him and didn't give him a chance to defend himself. Ah, what a stench! He coughed up some blood, all right, but he also threw his guts up. Ugh. There's no way I'm examining that. That's a nasty wound. I almost feel sorry for Cherton. But why would someone kill him in the most heavily guarded part of the camp, instead of trying to lure him outside? Several stab wounds in the belly, all close together and very deep. The murderer definitely knew what he was doing, though that hardly narrows down the field in an army camp. Almost everything is covered in blood. But there doesn't seem to have been much of a fight. I can't see anything ripped or sliced off. There's nothing missing. Whoever killed him, it doesn't look like a robbery. He looks horribly rigid and contorted. He must have died in awful spasms. Nothing strange here except the stiffness and broken nails. Could he have dug his nails into the table when the spasms started? And what's this here? Something that looks like warts. But did the poison cause them? Or was he a filthy pig and always had them? Completely rigid. Just like the arms. But, oh, Christ, what a stink! Ugh, he shat himself. I've heard it happens to the dead, but that much? Ugh. Maybe the poison did that. That'll have to do. He had spasms, he shat himself, warts or lesions on his hands, as red as a poppy. But that could be from drink. I mustn't forget anything. Right, that's that. I should tell Musa what I've learned.
I'm sorry.
Wouldn't you rather go and have an ale? You won't miss anything here.
Actually, that's not a bad idea. That Moore can look after himself. I'll get you! And don't come back!
I read that book of yours, and I think I know now what Chertown was poisoned with.
What do you mean, you think? Do you know or not?
The potion is called Kiss of Death. It causes vomiting, cramps, boils, and rapid death.
This name means nothing to me. I suppose I did not get that far in the book. But if you think the symptoms are the same, I will believe you. Are you sure it was that poison? Were there not more in the book?
Absolutely certain. The murderer couldn't have used anything else.
All right. I have no choice but to believe you. Now, we can only hope that the murderer has not had time to get rid of the evidence.
I better start searching fast, hadn't I? You said that the suspects are Grozav, Crow, and the 2 guards. This won't take long.
Wait a moment. There is something I must tell you.
Of course. Go on.
First, you should know that I am grateful for what you are doing. Were it not for your investigation, I probably would not be standing here. Even so, it is strange. For months, the people here have been sitting around doing nothing. Then suddenly, you turn up, and everything is turned upside down. You have done more in a few days than others in many weeks.
Well, that's a good thing, isn't it?
Of course it is. I'm only saying that I find it very, very strange.
I don't know what you're talking about. Is this some kind of loyalty test or something? I'm just doing what I'm told to do. Is there something wrong with that?
I have more important things to do than to try to trick you. I am asking you sincerely, as a friend, who are you?
All right. I'll try to trust you. Maybe I'm not King Sigismund's most ardent supporter.
I knew it! I could tell straight away that you were cleverer than others in this camp.
You're pleased? Aren't you a courtier of his?
It was not my first choice. Or do you think I long to spend half my life in some dirty tent?
How did you come to be in Sigismund's court?
That is a long story. I once served Sultan Bayezid. Although the Osmans are not that welcoming to my people, the Sultan at the time received envoys from all over the world, so I was useful. But soon after, we found ourselves at war with Timur and his Golden Horde. Luckily, that is, luckily for me, it was around then that Sigismund's messenger came to see the Sultan. And I managed to persuade the Sultan to send me to Hungary as a goodwill gesture. I am sure you understand that I did not want to wait for Timur's savages to cut my head off. But let us just say that King Sigismund did not show me the respect my position is worthy of. Instead of making me his counselor and physician, he sent me here.
Well, you could go elsewhere if you don't like it here. I know a few people who would value someone like you.
I am grateful to you, my friend, but I must refuse. I have had many experiences in life and come out of them alive. And do you know why? Because I am a total coward. And not just that, I am duly proud of it. I would be very happy to get away from here and perhaps even return home, but only when I am sure I will survive the journey. So I think it will be best if we each go our own way.
You know nothing, I know nothing.
And this conversation never took place.
I better go and search the tents.
Good luck. I am depending on you.
Still, it's crazy. Slicing people open. be stuck
silly
here for
doggy.
weeks. I wouldn't mind a piece of that. There's nothing here. Moose is definitely not to blame.
Hey!
Bear it in mind that I'm not going anywhere with you. Would I be
Mercy!
looking for there
I
anyway?
surrender!
We know how to deal. You'll return.
All right,
Now I'll take.
have a look then.
Right. All right. But I don't. Get out of here!
He's the camp commander, but it looks like a pauper lives here. I reckon Grozov's fallen on hard times. How could anyone drink all this? Grozov doesn't strike me as a keen reader. At least he hasn't had to sell his armor to buy booze yet. Could we talk about Chertan's murder?
Why? Musa is under lock and key, and the king's deputy himself is coming for him. Leave me in peace, or you might end up like him.
But sir, we both know whatever happened with the poison wine, Musa can't have stabbed Chertan. I want to find out who else is involved in this. After all, you too could be in danger till this is all cleared up. I just have a couple of questions. I won't keep you long. You'll see.
Oh, get on with it then, for fuck's sake. But if you think you can persuade me to let Musa go, you're out of luck.
How come you got to the site of the stabbing so quickly?
My tent is right next to it, you rat-faced half-wit. I heard Chertan yelling and I went to take a look.
Did you notice anything strange?
Like what, a stabbed man?
Maybe you saw someone acting strangely around there?
No. I gave a clear order that nobody unauthorized is allowed. Is there anything else?
Were you there when Chertan was poisoned?
No, not at that moment. When I arrived, Chertan was already dead, and Musa was standing over, well, paler than usual.
Had Chertan been behaving strangely recently?
No more than usual.
Did he mention having any conflicts with anyone?
Apart from me, you mean? I don't know how you imagine it, but we don't exactly go round holding hands here.
Do you know anyone who might want to kill Chertan?
Who wouldn't? He was a smug, ill-mannered bastard. Though I have to admit, I'm surprised it was the Sawbones Musa who killed him.
But how could he have? He was with me and Katz when Chertan was stabbed.
So he was in league with someone. How do I know?
I found a paper signed by you in Chertan's tent. It says you owe him money.
What? Give it here.
You can take it. I've got it memorized anyway.
Then I'd advise you to forget it again, and sharpish.
Is that why you were always quarrelling? Over money?
There is no deed of debt. Got that, you little rat? If you say a word of this to anyone, I'll have you skinned alive.
God be with you. Keep the peace and we'll stay friends.
Beautiful, but empty. No poison. Weaving something like that must have been one hell of a job. For pain, exhaustion, fever, all healing remedy.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you.
He's the camp commander, but it looks like a pauper lives here. I reckon Grozav's fallen on hard times. Oh, that's valerian, I believe. It helps relieve pain, but it's also used to make Dollmaker potion. But Chertan was poisoned with Kiss of Death. Or was he? Could we talk about
why?
But sir, I want to after I just.
But if you,
how
did you like?
Maybe
no. Is there?
Were you
no? Well, no more. I don't know.
Do you?
Though
how
so?
I'd like to ask a couple of questions about Chertan's murder.
I have a couple of questions of my own. What actually happened? Kat said Chertan is dead and Musa's locked up.
It's even more complicated.
Go ahead and ask then, but quietly, damn.
Where were you when Chertan was poisoned?
Where do you think? In my tent. After I helped take him to the infirmary with Musa, I went my own way.
What, you just went off to have a nap?
No, I doubled the guard, drew up the orders for tomorrow, and made sure nobody was allowed to. When something like this happens, people like me have lots to...
It was you who came to tell us that Chertan had been stabbed.
Me? I was close by, that's all. My tent is right below the palace.
Hold on. The two guards said otherwise. They said they found Chertan and were discussing what to do when you turned up. By yourself.
Is that what they said? It's possible. I can't remember now. It all happened so fast. And anyway, how am I supposed to remember all this shit? Maybe I heard them and went to see what was going on.
Are you sure you don't want to tell me what really happened?
All right. You want the truth, so I'll tell you the truth. In fact, I really was up top. It's because I had to keep an eye on you.
Me? Why, for Christ's sake?
You really don't know? You may have been given our colours, but you're still a stranger. I didn't want you running around unsupervised. But it seems you're a decent fella, so don't fuck it up now.
Tell me more about the storage space.
What about it? There's a cannon and some powder there. We built it a few days after we arrived because it's a good idea to keep that kind of stuff safe. If it blew up, the whole place would be blown to smithereens. And if someone didn't happen to set fire to it, someone else might have robbed it. Folk are like magpies.
Oh, except for you, the crow.
Very droll. Never heard that one before. Aye, but now I'll ask you something. Who do you think did it?
Yeah, I've no idea. The whole thing is strange. Nobody knows anything, but everyone's got something to say.
You can't expect it to be simple, Henry. You join the army, it's a fight for fuck's sake.
Who has the key to the ammunition store?
I don't know. Katz and Groz have for sure, but I've no idea if anyone else has a key. I'm too small fry for that.
I found lots of black powder in the ammunition store. Someone scattered it all over the floor.
Again? Hardly a day goes by without that happening. The lads are lazy, and instead of carrying the barrels inside like they were told to, they roll them in. But don't worry, I'll have a word with them. I'll make sure they clear it up before we're all blown sky high.
I've been doing a lot of thinking about Chertan's murder.
What's that got to do with me?
Well, it's just that I found a couple of interesting things in your tent. Isn't there something you should tell me?
No, and get off my back.
Look, either you tell me everything, or I'll go and get Katz, and we'll do it the hard way. It's your choice.
Christ, no. Don't go anywhere. What was it you said?
You know something about the murder, don't you?
Maybe a little, but I don't want word to get out, all right?
Why would anyone kill Chertan, anyway?
Maybe it wasn't about Chertan. Maybe someone wanted to do something in the ammunition store, but Chertan turned up, so he had to kill him.
In the ammunition store? What would anyone be doing there?
Trying to blow it sky high.
What? What good would that do anyone?
It might make him very rich. Let's say Sigismund has a lot of enemies who are planning something big. It'll start in Italy, I hear, and it'd come in very handy if someone gave the king a setback before that. He'd lose allies there, and here his camp goes to shit. There's sure to be dozens of saboteurs all over the Empire, just like the one here.
I should probably report you. But I've got a much better idea. Let's say I'm not a great supporter of Sigismund. What if we were to help each other out?
That doesn't sound bad. Let me finish my work. We can put the blame for Chertan's murder on Grozav. I can't stand that fucker anyway.
What, accusing an innocent man? But he'll be executed.
Better him than me. So, can we make a deal?
And what if I refuse?
It's a bit late for that now. I have a poisonous plant here. Take it and put it in the chest in Grozav's tent. At the trial, we'll say he used it to poison Chertan. And if you don't want to end up like Chertan, you do well not to mention me to anyone. Is that clear?
Oak. And dry as a bone. Nails. Is Crow planning on building a cottage instead of a tent? But they're covered in some kind of dirt. Is that blood? No, piss. Ugh. Filthy pig. What is this strange letter? Nothing good, I'm sure. The water smells of flowers of some kind. Like roses? Hold on. Nails, rosewater, oak bark. They're all used to brew Kiss of Death. Just a broom. Ugh, stinks of vomit. Nothing out of the ordinary. There's nothing here. I reckon those two really are innocent.
Silly doggy.
God be with you.
Right. I found out all I could. I reckon I'm as ready for the trial as I'll ever be.
My word, you're bristling with confidence. In the meantime, I'll go.
Well then, gentlemen, I understood from your letter roughly what happened, and I trust we can settle the matter quickly and quietly. But before we get started, I have to say you've disappointed me, Sir Grosov. King Sigismund placed his trust in you, but you don't seem to be up to the task.
That's not true. I took a few tattered tents and turned them into a proper military camp. Everything here is as it should be.
Only your soldiers seem to die from time to time, eh?
There are always problems, but as you can see, I can deal with them. We caught Musa of Mali in the act. You just need to pronounce judgment.
Musa is innocent.
Christ, Henry, be quiet.
And who might you be?
That is Henry, sir. One of my best soldiers. He just doesn't know when to keep his mouth shut.
Let him speak, then. I'm sure he has something very important to tell us. Tell me, lad, why is Musa innocent, in your opinion?
Well, that's simple, sir. Musa was with me and Commander Katz at the time when Chertan was stabbed.
That doesn't prove anything.
Do you think I stabbed him? From afar?
Musa of Mali will remain silent until I personally ask him a question.
Katz and the boy were drunk. Musa could easily have disappeared for a while. Nobody would have noticed him in the dark anyway.
I find that hard to believe. But if it wasn't Musa, who did kill Chertan?
Chertan was killed by the camp commander, Grozov of Boromlaka.
What? You scum! How dare you!
Silence!
You aren't gonna let this peasant insult me, are you, sir? You should cut him down to size.
That can wait. First, I want to know how he came up with this insolent claim. And start at the beginning. What happened that night by the powder store, by your reckoning?
So Grozov owed Cheriton a lot of money, but he didn't want to pay up. So he got rid of him.
How dare you?
Are you trying to tell us you are not in debt, Sir Grosov?
Surely you'll believe a nobleman, sir. Does this boy have any proof?
Cheriton had a letter of debt hidden in his chest. It says Sir Grozov owes him a fortune.
You've been rifling through that poor man's things. What else did you steal? I'll have your hand chopped off, you louse.
But Sir Grosov, why are you getting so worked up over this simple fellow? You don't have anything to hide, do you?
Me? Of course not.
See then? We shall continue. What happened next? You carried Cheriton to the infirmary? Isn't that right, Sir Musa?
Yes, sir. There, I gave him wine to drink, and I prepared to stitch his wounds, but he died before I could.
It seems someone poisoned the poor fella.
Grozov went to the infirmary a little before me and Katz. He could easily have had time to poison the wine Musa gave to Cheriton.
What say you, Sir Musa?
It cannot be ruled out.
Well, Sir Grosov, what actually happened?
Why are you all still listening to that dung grubber? Where would I get hold of poison?
You brewed it up yourself. I found lots of valerian in your tent, which is used to make dollmaker potion. And that's exactly what was used to kill—
That's enough! You'll die, you liar!
Silence! I've heard more than enough. Sir Grosov, you will come with me.
Me?
The king will not stand for wrongdoing among his nobles. That must be punished.
But I didn't do anything!
Don't make this harder than it need be.
Keep away from me!
Calm now, sir. Calm down.
Shut up, you worm! It's all your fault anyway! I won't let you put this on me, you hear? I'll get you! Ah!
Well, Sir Stibor, one problem is cleared up, and another one takes its place.
I wouldn't say that. We've rid the king of one idiot. It's just a pity Cheriton had to die because of it. And I apologize to you, Sir Musa, for the unpleasantness you suffered.
My head will remain on my shoulders. That is the main thing.
What will happen to the camp now?
That is not your concern. I will personally take command. You just get rid of the corpse and clear out the royal tent for me.
With pleasure. We won't be staying long anyway, will we, Henry?
As you command, sir.
Then I do command, soldier. Go and pack.
Have I got time to stop by the baths? There's something I need to sort out there.
All right, but hurry. I don't intend to make the journey in the dark just because you want to dip your wick one last time.
Everything all right, Sir Stibor?
No need to worry. Just because I spend— You robbed that dead man!
Halt! Give it to him!
Make me!
Fine, I'll make you
investigation.
You're in luck, but get a move on.
But how are we going to tell the Cumans about all this?